for years. And my people in the church now came together, they held an assembly, and then they chose a representative or somebody to come and speak on their behalf, their spokesperson, and said, Daddy, do you know that we are playing with fire? Our church is here. His church is just Satan under there. I'm coming close, but I won't get there. So I won't get to the name. Not Reverend Joe. People will leave this place, your church, and they will go to that church because they know that this is the man that is having the fire from the source. It will come the next time, I will still be the one that will call to hold up, and I will be doing this, and so on. Lord, this is my Elijah. Here I am. Here am I, Elisha. But I will need double. They got to Jericho. The sons of the prophets were prophesying. They prophesied on it, they died. And they were all having a common name. Sons of the prophets, what are their names? No name. So we did that for some years. And eventually the thing began to jump on me. May I say, by the time they sent a message to me to say, oh, do you know that people will leave this church and go to that place? Because that is the source. I said, I would prefer that all the members will leave. And I will catch this fire. Once I catch it, those who went will come back if they like, but more than times 10 of them will come. That prophecy stood and is working today. Although not a single person left. After we got it, because Elisha was not asking for the spirit in the life of Elijah. Double portion of your spirit, that was what I was asking for too. And I got it. And when I got it, I said, now, I will see how only àbọ̀rọ̀ la máa ń bá ọmọlúwàbí sọ. Ó ṣe é ṣe náà kó já àbọ̀rọ̀ náà lè yan. Ebi àbọ̀ náà náà fẹ́ fún Elisha. Òun ló sọ pé ẹ bá mi sọ di odidi méjì. Years later, after we have got it, not a single person left. The church began to multiply. And we invited the man of God. Here, we have built a church. And before he ministered, I first of all ministered. Called down the fire of Elijah. And after he had seen it, after the ministration that he called me out there, he said, Reverend, you are coming to teach us how you are doing it. Maybe he has forgotten that I was the one holding the hand yesterday. Today, their church is much less than 10%. No, less than 5% of this ministry. Not because the fire was not ready to be working, but they spoiled it with sin and with arrogancy. There is no way that totality can ever be more than 5% of us. It can never be up to 5%. Never. Whereas we will be doing convention in that church, we will put television out. The church is bigger than, we will be pushing television and 5 people will be coming and so on. The other time I attended, there were only 65, 62 in the national convention. I'm only saying to my children and to my mates and to my people that there will be sons of the prophets that will be prophesying and saying to Elisha, but they were saying right. But they were not acting right. With the people that we know, by way of our colleagues or my mates in the work of the ministry, whatever way. When the others are having their convention, including our man, you see the rows of ministers of God, pastors and so on, You hardly see any here. You hardly see any here. Not even Reverend James. You don't see any. You don't. You have come this morning to preach to us. The point is this. Whether they come or they don't come, he's all Jawaba. He doesn't know that anybody has not attended the market. If you know that you are coming, that I will fight, you will not have come, but don't worry. And it's a matter of, I pity them. I was telling a pastor the other time, and I mentioned it yesterday maybe, I said, you are never going to amount to anything. There is nothing in you. We'll give you. But you are never going to amount to anything. Because instead of you moving close, watching how Elijah is doing it, and Elisha opening his eyes wide to say, this daddy, this man, this my father is doing it like this. They were all in Jericho, in Bethel, everywhere. They sat down and they were prophesying. But only one man who stood up and said, whatever it will take, I will follow him. And when Elijah now said to Elisha in Jericho that I am sorry, but not necessarily that you have to follow me. I'm going to Jordan. You see, the intimacy must be so tight before Elisha will be able to catch it. There is a game of Ludo that we used to play. They call it peck and go. In the things of the ministry or in the things of power, when he speaks about power, I always want to hear more. There is nothing like peck and go. If ye abide in me, John chapter 15 verse 7, and my words abide in you, it is then that you will ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. So, Elisha said, I am also going to Jordan. Baba, we are going together. So they got to River Jordan, which opened her mouth unto Joshua in those days. And Elijah just looked at it and said, okay, my mantle is here. Let me use my mantle. And then, bam, and the water divided. And they walked majestically across the river. And the sons of the prophets in Jordan, they were now mocking Elisha. Now your master has crossed. When you are coming, we will see how you will go. How will you be able to cross the river when you are coming? So, it was after Elisha had marched and had journeyed that far and that hard with Elijah that Elijah turned back and said, Elijah, you are still here. Ask now what you wish that I should do for you before I am taken up. I love Elisha, and that was what I did because I have read the Bible. I am holding the hand of this man. I want more than double of the power that I have given him. Today I have more than times 10 of the power that he had. Thank God he's still alive. Many of them don't invite me because they will look at me as if to say I'm coming to scatter their church. Does power scatter? Does power scatter? Power is a collator. It collates people together. So, what do you desire? And thank God for the life of Elisha. Elisha said, Daddy Elijah, I know the Spirit of the Lord is in you. Look at it. You called down fire once, twice, and the third one, they prostrated before you. And even in 1 Kings chapter 18, you still call fire down when you are contesting with the prophet of Baal. that now I want double portion of your spirit. Not of your power, of your spirit. Double portion, because it is the spirit that killeth. The flesh profits nothing. I want double portion of your spirit. And Elijah, the man of God, said, oh, bow, you have asked a hard thing. How do I give you what I don't have? Elijah was just turning his head to the other side. What I have asked, I have asked. That's what I want. I think Elijah was consulting with heaven to say, how do I now give this man? Because I have told him, whatsoever you ask, I will give you. Maybe after consultation with heaven, Elijah now came up to Elijah and said, all right, Elijah, do you know what? I will be taken up by wild winds, woo, which will intimidate you if you can see me when I'm taken off. Then the double portion of my spirit that you ask for, I will release. And the time came, and Elisha fixed his eyes on Elijah. Whatever it takes, I am ready for this power. My people are not talking of I am ready for this power. They are talking of I am ready for the world. The world, now you preach, the world is becoming of little effect. Reverend Kotila said it yesterday. All that Jesus Christ began to do and to speak. To do is different. All that he began to do and to speak. So Elisha now got it. And the people were looking at him and said, now I will see how you will cross River Jordan. And the man came to River Jordan. Elijah was gone. And the mantle that Elijah dropped. Remember, Elisha tore his dress. His own personal dress, Elisha's dress. And when he got to River Jordan, he took the mantle and said, after all, I have taken this. This has become my possession. No wonder Jesus Christ said to them, I give unto you. Luke chapter 10 verse 19. I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by enemies hurt you. So Elisha got to River Jordan, and Elisha now stood by the side of the river. And Elisha said, now I am crossing. And I'm going to meet these sons of the prophet that were prophesying. Now with this mantle, rolled it together. Rolled it together and said, now you River Jordan, where is... And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him and smote the waters and said, where is the Lord God of Elijah? And my people are not asking for that. And a devil guy will soon depart. And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted thither and thither, and Elijah went over confidently. He has got it. You will get it. My colleagues, my mates also will get it. Man, me, I tell you, I must confess. Now that they preached it, James Moraki preached it. There is hardly anywhere any ministry is going without power. Ijebuawa is the youngest parish. I went there so far only once. Abi, ẹ̀yin ará Ijebuawa wà ń bí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀ ńjọ́ yẹn. Àwòlá wà ń bẹ̀ ńjọ́ yẹn. Níjẹ̀buawa nígbà tí àwọn ọ̀sán ti wà ń bẹ̀. that they come, the youngest parish, out of about 20 parishes. All right, if you want me, I will go. And I said, I wouldn't know that you have become this big. Okay, let us demonstrate that power that brought them in. Because I always encourage all the young pastors to carry the same power. And that's the power. When did I come there? Was it not 2025 or 20? Huh? April 2025. Last year. First time. And so far, the last time. So far, I'll still go there. And when the fire comes, when fire breaks out in a place, the fire does not stop there. It goes, and also, even where you don't feel, I was never in Awa. That was the first time that I would be in Awa. We are going to pray this afternoon. Reverend has told us that we should call for the fire. We call for the power. You don't need watermelon and egg. You are a fool if you do that. I think I said it yesterday. That the pastor is saying to you, this. Instead of saying, Daddy, pastor, please kneel down, I want to pray for you. As a woman or a lady, no, as a man, as a woman, kneel down, I want to pray. I said I saw something about you. I have also seen something about you, sir. That's how strong I am building them. No pastor can ask them to kneel down, want to pray. Or we have seen something, I will say, you part of the prophets, you saw it, I have also seen it, but I have seen more than that. You ministered here, Mama, yesterday, I think, and it was powerful. If you call her now, she will minister and call down the fire. All of them, noble people, we call her NNPC and so on, because they have the money. We are going to pray and close this service. I said I have spent more than I said. But again, this is what is important. And when some of my other mates are here, I will continue to say it. What is the matter? What is the matter? I will not expand. I will not say much. We are looking everywhere for something that is not lost. Until so no. Na wa kiri. Oh, motumo e. Oh, motumo. Until so no la wa kiri. Don't walk kiri. Go and settle in Jerusalem. Go to the upper room. Don't go and visit the high priest or whatever looking for anything. You won't get anything there. You just settle, I am the one that is coming to baptize you with that power. Where you will be seated. Until son and work here. No, I'm going to look for it at Chokoto. It's in the pocket of our Chokoto, which we are wearing. Come and pray and let's close. You can deny all I have said, so it doesn't matter. Let my people know the value of carrying power and fire. Elijah didn't need to pray unto heaven before he called down fire. If I be a man of God, I want that same fire, that same power to enter into my people. This is just by evening, everywhere outside will be filled up. But I don't know why my children are running away from me. I don't know.
Daddy, we are not running. People are not running. January, always a time of fasting and prayer.
And that is what we need to be able to move the mountain. There are time of what?
Many churches have.
There are time of fasting.
We are not tired.
And prayer.
We are not tired.
Sorry? That is what we need. When you are fasting and you are praying, carry the fire of the fasting. These things cannot be Mark chapter 9 verse 29, but by prayer and by fasting. And you are doing what we need for the move.
Glory to God. How many of you need that fire? No, be sincere. The moment you grab it, every other thing is settled. I'm telling you, you don't need land. You can see our Ijebu.
You know, sir, sorry. By the time Elisha crossed over River Jordan, the sons of the prophets came and they bowed before Elisha.
That is the issue of fire. That is the issue of fire. When Elijah called the fire down in 1 Kings chapter 18, when you go to 43, from 38, 39, 40, the people of Israel bow. Your trouble will bow. In fact, when fire comes, sickness, impurities will be burnt. Àwọn tó ń gbéná sára wọn ń ṣàìsàn. Tó bá ti pẹ́pẹ́ ni tó ń ṣàìsàn kò sí náà ni. Wà á rí pé stove tí ò ní náà tẹ́ bá wọn omi ẹja sí kí ni àwọn kíní máa kùn. Eṣinṣin bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Ayé tí ò ní náà eṣinṣin àìní àìsàn àìríjẹ àìrójú tó bá gbé iná sára òun rò lásán yóò máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé bàbá ń pè yín pé ebi ń pa àwọn kẹ́ ẹ mówó wá? Sórí tó bá ní iná nú àwọn tó jókòó lé ọrọ̀ rẹ wọn ò ní sùn títí wọ́n máa fi release it. They came to Elisha and Gehazi was shouting, "Hey, the Syrian army, Syrian army!" Ó ní gbé iyán fún mi kó jẹ́ ń jẹun. Onínàánú ò kì í bẹ̀rù. Ẹgbẹ́ orí ọmọlé. You see, walk there and you are shaking. Eku kọjá, wọ́n tún ti wá. Ayan ilé rẹ̀ ló dọ̀tí. Ayan fò, wọ́n tún ti rán wọn wá. When you don't carry fire, you live under perpetual fear. Am I talking to somebody? That's why you find out Goliath was messing up Israel 40 days. 40 days. No one could shoot an arrow until David came, who was fresh, carrying the oil. You will carry oil. Orí tó tóbi bí orí ti bàbá yìí. Tí ò bá sí iná àtòróró ń bẹ, ìdààmú ló jẹ́ fọ́run. That's why when you carry the oil, that's why David says, Psalm 92 verse 10, "My horn shall you exalt, like a horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with what?" Ohun tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ Sunday nìyẹn. I shall be anointed with what? Ó wá gbọ́jà lẹ olóòtà kò sí náà ni. Ibi iná bá ti ń jó èrò ló máa lọ ń pè wò. Iná rẹ̀ yóò jó. That's why you see the people tó ń tajà tí wọ́n ń gbé omi tó fi ń wọ́lẹ̀, they are attracting. But when you carry fire, there is no, you are inside the plane, you are inside the vehicle, you are in the market, everybody will see those who carry that fire. I'm telling you, ohun rere máa ń lé wọn kiri ni. Are you hearing me? Ohun rere. So you have heard it today, and it's for us to just pray and leave so that we can come back in the evening. Baba, I took apology on behalf of everyone you don't see. Okay? We should not require sin. When you carry fire, you take over territories. Somebody won't time bet you about debe o shekini. A kind of boldness will be with you, and you can take over places anywhere. We celebrate him Because at his age, he's still on fire. That's what. Many of his age are giving told story of the past. Ayé ìgbà kan. Elisha kó tiẹ̀ débi pé ó gbé wọ kòtò. Ó mo ṣe ní bàbá ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbé lọ.